Got some breaking news here. Drew Brees has agreed to a 2-year extension with the New Orleans Saints. I'm Mitchell Renz, Tom Downey. We're going to take you through the latest here around Drew Brees.
Now, timing was critical for the Saints with this contract because starting tomorrow, Drew Brees' contract was set to void, and that was going to leave a $21.3 million dead cap hit. Now, this deal, look, they're pushing it off down the road. It'll come due, but you got Drew Brees. You keep winning as long as that's the case. Drew Brees has a 2-year, $50 million extension. I don't know what's going to happen with that void year, how they'll play around with the money. They can push that dead money down the road. So the structure of this is something I'm super curious about. We're not going to know what that is for at least a little bit. But Brees is back with the Saints, 2 more years, a $50 million extension. We'll see if it's a 2+, if it's just straight 2. There's some uncertainty around this, but look, Brees is not going to play for anyone else but the Saints in the end. He will retire a member of the New Orleans Saints.
And I hope that he does. So for everyone watching us right now, Drew Brees, he agreed to that 2-year extension. So what do you think? Who dat or ha-ha?
It's who dat.
Oh, it's who dat.
Brees is still great. Now, the decline is starting to set in a little bit for Drew Brees. But he's still great.
I mean, for me, though, you're taking a cheaper contract, and I like that Brees did that because now he's going to be able to help his team continue to build around him. And I think this team obviously is one of the best teams in the NFL. I still think that they're the favorite in their division. They might be a little bit bitter about what's happened in the playoffs the last 2 years, but if I'm Drew Brees, I think everyone right now should be typing who dat, even though
it's who dat.
I am seeing some ha-has.
I don't know why we would type ha-ha here.
I don't either. I think it's a great deal.
He took an undermarket deal, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Now, he's been kind of doing that past couple of years because as quarterbacks tend to get older, they've already made a bunch of money in the past. They don't have to throw and sign massive deals. I mean, Brady did that for a while. Now he's back getting 30+. So 25 per year for Drew Brees, that's really good value. Especially even at his advanced age, that's fantastic value for a player who continues to slice and dice, especially in the short area of the field.
But I mean, I know some people have said like he's fallen off a little bit, and I don't think PFF is the all-be-all, but he's been a top 2 quarterback according to PFF the last 3 years in a row.
I got to be honest with you, this is like the 5th time you've done that. It's not the phrase.
What?
It's the end-all, be-all.
Oh, really?
It's not the be-all, be-all.
Well, either way, 27 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Brees. I am glad that he's going to retire a New Orleans Saint. I think that's the way it should be.
That city loves him, man. And understandably
his
so.
His nickname is Breezes.
Yeah.
Like, I think he is the most popular, most famous person in all of Louisiana.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far.
I will.
Okay.
I will make that argument.
I heard executive producer James over there whisper Archie Manning.
I don't think Archie Manning's close to Drew Brees.
Okay.
I know my roommate lives in Louisiana. He says it's Drew Brees and it's not close. So
the slander.
2-year, $50 million for Drew Brees. A, B, C, D, or F. I know what I said.
Get your votes in. I just want to make sure.
He used to live in Louisiana.
I just want to make sure everyone heard that Mitch just said my roommate lives in Louisiana.
He used to live in Louisiana. It's been a long few hours, people.
We got Barmello Zanthony in there saying F for fantastic. That's a different route to go about it.
I respect it. It's
but
clever.
You're right.
It's clever.
You're right.
I mean, I think this is an A. I think this is a slam dunk A for the Saints. I think it's a slam dunk A for the city of New Orleans. And if there's a team that I'm probably going to bet on to win the Super Bowl, I'm going to continue to do it with the Saints. So, and I think you just need to compare, though, the 2 years, $50 million with some of the other highest-paid quarterbacks right now per year. I mean, $25 million per year technically. I mean, you're 8 underneath Kurt.
We'll assume it is that $25 million. There's not like some fun extension type of numbers playing around there. But we'll do the new money extension, which is what all these deals are. List of quarterbacks who make more than Drew Brees right now. Obviously, those first 5 guys, right? Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill, Jimmy Garoppolo, Matthew Stafford, and he makes the same as Derek Carr.
Wow.
At least in terms of the average per year. And frankly, after that list, it's like Alex Smith and Joe Flacco and Alex Foles.
Smith.
Like, yeah, this is a really great value for the Saints. And this is what happens a lot when you get an older quarterback who wants to stick in the same location, wants to stick with his team, trying to win games right now. Back in his prime, Brees took more. Now at the end of his career, he takes a little bit less. There you go. That's the same as what I think he had last year, by the way, or at least his last extension. As contracts rise, that actually is even better value because things go up in the NFL. The money keeps going up in the upward direction. It's going to explode in a couple years. It's a good move by the Saints.
How many wins do you think the Saints end up getting next year? I mean,
under. How about over/under at 11.5?
Ooh, boy. I'll say that.
Which, for the record, is a high over/under.
It is a high over/under. I'm actually going to go with the under because I think one team in that.
Wow. Okay, so why are you a hater, Mitch?
I'm not a hater.
You just sound like one.
I think that there's one team in the AFC or the NFC South that's going to get a little bit better at the quarterback position.
Wow, I can't believe you think the Panthers are going to land Tom Brady.
Touche. I mean, the Falcons, they did start to play a little bit better down the end of the season. I think now the Tom Brady's might be going to the.
Yeah, the Falcons only got the Falcons get good after their bye, so we'll have to see when their bye week is this year before I assume that they're going to be a fantastic fit.
So maybe we got some people from New Orleans. Maybe you're like my roommate in Louisiana. So shout out your favorites, shout out your city right now in the comment section below. We're in Dallas. That's why that joke was kind of ridiculous on my part. But Drew Brees doing the right things here. So we want you to shout out your city right now. We'll give some shout outs here. Albuquerque from Christopher.
I'm curious to see where you guys are watching from. I see Albuquerque was the first one, by the way.
New Mexico. We don't talk about that. Santa Maria, Miami, Las Vegas, Charlotte, Augusta, Galesburg. What else we got here? Inland Empire. Tampa. Okay, you might be pretty happy here. Saskatchewan, Canada. Continue to get those in the comments below where you guys are watching from.
Columbus, Ohio, London, Ogden, Utah. I have absolutely no idea where that is.
Hampton, Virginia. Somebody literally said hell.